Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Monday morning's episode of Good Morning Britain turned unexpectedly fiery when hosts Susanna, Reid, and Richard Madeley found themselves on opposite sides of a debate surrounding the latest BBC scandal that's dominating headlines. What began as a routine discussion about media accountability quickly evolved into an impassioned, finger-wagging showdown live on air, and viewers couldn't look away. The segment started innocently enough. The pair were covering breaking developments in an ongoing BBC controversy involving alleged editorial bias and the handling of complaints from staff. Producers had planned for a balanced conversation, but it became clear within minutes that Susanna and Richard had very different ideas about how broadcasters should be held responsible. As Susanna calmly laid out her position, emphasizing transparency, fairness, and institutional accountability, Richard interrupted with his trademark bluntness. "I think we're at risk of overreacting," he said, gesturing animatedly. "Every time there's a whiff of a scandal, the BBC gets dragged through the mud before the facts are even established." That's when the atmosphere shifted. Susanna raised an eyebrow, her tone sharpening. "But Richard, this isn't about a whiff of scandal. It's about trust. If people can't rely on their public broadcaster to be fair, then what's left of journalism?" Madeley leaned forward, wagging a finger for emphasis, an unmistakable signal that he was about to double down. "You're assuming guilt before it's proven," he shot back. "I've worked in broadcasting long enough to know how easy it is for these things to spiral out of control. We need perspective, not a witch hunt." Reid's response was immediate, and just as fiery. She matched his gesture with her own pointed finger, saying, "Perspective doesn't mean turning a blind eye. There are people raising legitimate concerns, and brushing them aside is exactly what undermines confidence." The tension between the two co-hosts was palpable. Even viewers at home could sense the sharp current running beneath the polished studio lights. Richard, visibly agitated but maintaining his professional poise, tried to lighten the moment with a half-smile. "I see you've brought your debating gloves this morning." Susanna didn't miss a beat. "Always," she quipped, her voice calm but her eyes unwavering. As the debate continued, both presenters made compelling arguments, Reid focusing on moral responsibility and institutional reform, while Madeley championed journalistic independence and due process. Their exchange reflected the very heart of the issue dividing audiences across the country: whether media institutions like the BBC should be judged by their mistakes or by their intent to correct them. When guest commentator Nina Miskow finally managed to interject, she joked, "I feel like I'm watching a political debate rather than Good Morning Britain," prompting nervous laughter around the studio. Still, the intensity didn't fully dissipate. On social media, reactions were instant and divided. One viewer posted on X, formerly Twitter, "Susanna Reid absolutely nailed it. Holding institutions accountable isn't a witch hunt, it's journalism." Another countered, "Richard Madeley is right. Everyone's too quick to pile on the BBC before hearing all sides." By the time the show cut to a commercial break, the two hosts appeared to have cooled off slightly, exchanging polite smiles before the cameras faded. But insiders say the moment sparked plenty of conversation off-screen as well. One GMB production source reportedly told The Sun, "They get on well most days, but Susanna and Richard are both very strong personalities. When they disagree, especially about journalism, you can feel the temperature rise in the room." This isn't the first time Reid and Madeley have clashed live on air. Their dynamic, part collegial, part combustible, has become one of the show's defining features, earning comparisons to the tension once seen between Piers Morgan and Reid during the show's earlier years. As for Monday's fiery moment, it's unlikely to be their last. With more revelations expected to emerge from the BBC investigation, one thing's certain: Susanna Reid and Richard Madeley will be ready to hash it out, finger wags and all, for the nation to see. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Netflix World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.